WIIFTBPM.
WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
Oh man, they done messed around and gave New Era Chicago their own radio show. What they do that for?
You done messed up!
So what we doing, bro?
Man, we talk about power.
Did you say power?
Not rights and equality, but power. We ain't begging, we building.
In that order, Chicago, and we got dope segments. Hey, yo, sis, holla at them.
Peace and love, family. It's Sister E of New Era Chicago in the building, dropping the statistics, holistics, and of course the ballistics. Good for the mind, body, and the soul. Let's get it, family.
And this your boy D Cook coming with straight facts. If you don't know, now you know.
And this is your other sister, Omo Oya Music, coming in peace, love, and light, getting real with my people so we can quit with the bull spit.
And this brother E, and I'm gonna wrap it up with the power surge.
Listen, this going down every Wednesday night, 5 to 6 p.m. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's the Black Power Hour, New Era Chicago Radio on What's in It for the Black People Media.
All power to the people.
All power to the people.
Oh, yeah.
The skin of men fit me fine, tailor-made, yeah, I'm comfortable. And so it seems I'm still chasing my dreams. They told me, watch my steps, they want pull the rug from under you. This is transparency, my life 3D. You live every word that I utter, reporting live from the gutter. Where the mind's hard to change, but we don't give up on our brothers and sisters. Cause we all need one another. The time's getting closer, revolution, feel it coming. I can smell it in the air. Inhale it, let it embody you. Because chances are the cops pull you over, they body you. Plus we don't trust each other, so there's just another obstacle. Why jump hurdles to make a change? It ain't optional. Olympian mindset in this booth with my binoculars. I see my vision getting clear. Justice what a prophet do. My music touch the people's soul. Black power gospel tunes. So many styles, watch me kick them like they soccer moves. Falling rank and file, this is my platoon. Soldiers at attention, ain't no Willie lynching. This the program. Who they think they kidding? Reinvent the system. Total reconstruction of our mental stigma. This ain't a game, boy. Still they think I'm talking about Nintendo's. That's a shame, boy. Augment reality. Better fix your brain, boy. I love my people, hope they love me black. I'm going hard and ain't no holding back. Watch me react. I put my fist up in the skies like a beacon for believers that one day we return to our greatest city. We seek it all the glory we can obtain and keep reaching. I'm painting this picture, I hope you see it. Guess what the theme is? I love being black. We turning up. Why I love being black. Say it loud, man. I love being black. One more time. I love being black. Hey. Well, how about you to sing these tunes too? Customize for you a little something you can groove to. Feeling good about yourself. Melanated mood muse. Always service humble pie. We don't care about who's who. Light brown or dark skin. This right here's for you too. We are the gods of the earth. Living proof truth. Say it loud if you black and proud. I salute you and that's a fact. Where you at? Let me hear you say it back. I love being black. We turning up. I love being black. Say it loud. Man, I love being black. One more time. I love being black. Hey. Super melanation, renovation of our databases. Gotta fix the trinity to make it past the matrix. There's a rabbit in the hole. No decision, you gon' chase it or just shove it for complacency. Here's your motivation. Black power in your veins. Up to us to build a nation. European mental detox completely we erase it. Cause you can't keep fighting over old information. Probably bring it right back if you love being black. I love being black. We turning up. I love being black. Say it loud. Man, I love being black. One more time. I love being black. Hey.
All of the programs that I attended, all of the education that I had, college, public, and otherwise, nobody ever told me that I was an African woman. Nobody ever told me what what the history of African people were. Nobody ever told me that America is business, and without business you will have nothing and be nothing. And nobody ever told me how to organize business so that I would be able to develop institutions in my own community. So now the sincerity of all of the programs and all of the education has to be questioned, indicted, and convicted, because the bottom line is that America is not and has never tried to produce African adults who are functional, self-sufficient, who understand their politics, their economics, and their relationship to the world politics and the world economics. Listen, you have to have some confidence in the power of African people amongst ourselves to establish a foundation. We have utter chaos in our cities, and you got to do that. You can have a program. I'm not saying we've built a lot of institutions, and those institutions have not been effective. The majority of millions of African youth in this country are dying mentally, dying spiritually, dying emotionally, dying academically, and you may have a program, Mr. Brown may have a program, but what we got to talk about is an American government that tracks millions of African people who don't go to your program, don't go to Brown's program, millions of African people, not only here, but all around the world. And if we are not honest enough to say who are our friends, who are our enemies, to know what a friend is, to know what an enemy is, we will constantly be trying to get into people's parties, to shake our butts with them, to get them to like us, and that's not the question. The question is, what can we build amongst ourselves to secure ourselves from our enemies so that we will be able to survive into the future?
Yes. You know what time it is, family. If you hear my voice, you already know that you tuned in to the #1 Black Power Hour in the nation. It's New Era Chicago Radio on What's in It for the Black People Media.
What's up?
And when you hear that right there, you know that I got all the warriors on deck. I'm always surrounded by good energy. Sister Oya, what's good, Queen?
Man, we tired, boss. It's been a day today, man. It felt like a rainy day. You know, rainy days when it's just like nap time, but it wasn't no rain. But you know, I'm still here. I'm charged.
No question. Sister E, what's good?
Hey, how y'all feel? I'm powerful. Yeah, it's been a long day. Y'all know how we feel when the sun ain't been out.
I know, right?
It was out a little bit, so you know, I'm powerful.
That's him.
No doubt. No, that's me with the audio underneath.
Look, wasn't me.
Second week in a
and
row.
my energy up right now, right? Right. No doubt. We got Brother E. I don't know, you Skyped in, you tuned in, but I see you, bro. However you hear. Shout out to you, bro. Can you hear me, bro?
I hear you. What's up, family? How y'all doing?
What's good?
Peace. What's the word?
Nothing much. Chilling.
Bro, coming in live.
Trying to get over what the fuck they done sprayed in the air.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm starting to think that shit in the shower water.
Or something. Can't even make good Kool-Aid no more because tap coming out bogus.
Yeah, my mom said something to me about trying to boil it for anything. She's like, leave that alone there.
My mama using bottled water to cook.
Yeah. Coffee and everything. You know, you're real quick. She be like, slapping my hand. Like, leave that alone right there.
Yeah.
I don't know when the last time I used faucet water.
Man, I mean, I brush my teeth with it, so I think we still, you know, I'm a little, yeah. So I don't know.
But that's about it. That's in the
about
shower.
it.
Like I don't cook with it. I don't use it for nothing else. Like nothing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I got to step my game up a little bit too. So check it out, family. Before we do anything, we always like to check in with all of you all. And listen, we truly, truly mean this when we say thank you for tuning in each and every week. Like, it's something to be said about consistency, right?
Thank you.
Like, showing up every week, like, simply because the great meeting is on. Yo, we truly appreciate you for that. That says something about you. That says something about us on the whole, and we salute you.
Yes,
Don't forget to tell a friend. Like, it's always popping around here, please. And you definitely want to have everybody tune in today because, unfortunately, we do got a little bit of bittersweet news.
Yeah.
But, family, we know what it is on the other side, right? It's wisdom, it's greatness, it's opportunity on the other side. And, unfortunately, I don't know if you all been tuning in, if they checked out the Mace Jackson show this morning or any other shows that we have on the lineup. But this will actually be the last week of What's in It for the Black People Media.
Yeah. Temporarily, I would,
Yeah,
it's coming to an end for a little bit. But, ain't nobody ever gone nowhere. NEC is always going to be popping in these streets. Brother Jackson is definitely going to remain doing the work that he's doing. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else. Because that's the coolest thing about the platform is that everyone who had a space in these chairs is committed to some form of elevation within the community. And that's not something that goes away because the mics are unplugged. Like, it's a consistency that we all, share. And so the work will continue to be done.
For sure.
And when it's time to pull back up, we back at it on the ones and twos.
So definitely on behalf of New Era Chicago, man, we just want to thank, the What's in It for the Black People media, the family. Y'all just been so receptive and so supportive of our show, from day one. We really appreciate y'all. Reese, you always know you've been rocking it out. I didn't call him trying to rock like me and dress like me a couple times. But it's all good. We, it's all love, though. We really appreciate y'all, family. We'll definitely see y'all again. So it's all love for sure.
For sure.
For sure. Brother E, you want to jump in for a second?
Man, y'all pretty much said it all. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for the opportunity and whatnot. And, like we always say, it don't stop. You know what I'm saying?
It don't stop.
Like, man, what else are we going to do other than try to save our people? You know what I'm saying? After you've been committed and so sincere for so long, you know what I'm saying? It's like I honestly couldn't imagine doing nothing else. I could never imagine myself just sitting at the crib twiddling my fingers when there's a war going on out here. Ain't no way.
Facts.
And we always talk about having our own platform, our own media. I think Eric's still talking.
Well, no, it's delayed.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we always talk about having our own media and being able to, push our own propaganda. So, man, much respect to, Wiftable family for that. And just keeping it ours. That's all.
And let me say this as well, right? Because we've covered so many topics here. Like, that, I'm telling y'all, that's been my favorite part. To everybody that's listening, I really wish that you all could tap into them 3-hour, 4-hour meetings. We on the line so long, one of us and doze off like, yo, you still with us? Yo,
yeah.
right?
Somebody did sis just pull the covers up?
Man.
You laying down?
Right.
I'm still here with you, family.
And it's all because at the end of the day, like that sacrifice, like we know what the sacrifice is, right? So it's almost like kind of like an energy that's on the line with us when we're doing that work, right? And Sister Oya, like you kind of like hit it, right? Like the work that we're doing, that's why we pressed upon that every week. Like, man, meet us in the streets, family. If you can, come out the streets that's watching, make it to a hood to hood where kids ride or something so we can connect in real time. Because we never know how much time we have as far as outlets are concerned.
Right.
To be able to do things, right? But the work will continue on. But look, the beauty in what happened are the relationships that was built. Between NEC and What's in It for the Black People Media, Maze Jackson. We've hung out a couple of times, got a chance
tailgated.
Come on now. Tailgated.
Drink in the daytime.
For sure, right? Got a chance to bond, drink in the daytime. I can't just ride past that.
You can't. Because it was gummies. It was all
You
kind
got
of
to be
stuff going on.
to do that stuff in the daytime. Goddamn.
Right. They had loaded slushies out there for us. So we had great time, built rapport, like Brother Reese, you just spoke upon it, right? Like from day one, with us coming in the door, bro, it's been nothing but love. Really has, anything we need assistance with. Sister Oya, you was on it in the door too, right? Sister Shanice, like, it's just been nothing but love, right? These relationships will never die. Relationships will never die. And the relationship that we have with you, we still interested in meeting. We still interested in having you coming out. So Sister Erica brought up a point earlier, right? About having other platforms. And we wanted to bring that to you all, right? Like, we really want to hear from you. Like, chime in, talk to us. Like, was this a vital piece that was missing? Was this show necessary? And if it was, give us some suggestions on what you think we should do next. How should we do it, right? Because the great meeting and the work must continue.
That's facts. That's facts. And I do want to just encourage everybody to tap in on, link in with us on the New Era page, whether it's Facebook or Instagram. Y'all just, tap in and see how we are continuously, just finding ways to get this work done and get our people what they need. So Facebook is New Era Chicago. Instagram is new_era_Chicago. man, just tap in, family. Website, email is newerachicago1@gmail.com. You know, we have a few programs coming up. And I just want to kind of tap in to, drop those.
For sure.
Let's talk about in a bit. So we have, I'm sorry, give me a second.
Gotta take your time. And
while sis looking it up, let me just go ahead and make sure it's understood that it is a family-friendly organization. Bring the babies. You know what I'm saying? Did we talk about it a little bit on one of the previous shows? Bro put together this workshop for the babies to really understand their personalities and how to work with each other. Like, that's the type of dope stuff that's going on. I got my 2 babies out there. His baby girl, and I'm like, oh, he brought his baby girl. So, the children are definitely always with us, and we're open to their ideas too, because we've said it many a time on many a show that they don't get the platform that they deserve. So when you chiming in, you know what I'm saying, turn around and ask your kids, what y'all think the movement need, and let us know, because man, that's who we want to hear from.
That's another point too, sis, and I know you got that pulled up right now, right? But I wanted to go back to that family-oriented piece. Look at my sister right there. Shanice, what's up, Queen? I wanted to go back to that family-oriented piece, right? Because a lot of times you may be thinking to yourself, oh, I could come out, but man, let me see if I can get somebody to watch the babies.
Yeah.
Let me get somebody to watch my young ones. No, family,
we got work for them too.
That's the thing at New Era Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Like, we thought about them. We thought about what this is going to be at the end of the day, right? And we all know that some of the changes, a lot of the changes that we know must happen, right? We recognize it may not happen on our watch, although we fighting for it to the last breath. If it doesn't happen, we know that we got kings and queens on deck to get ready to move. So our future posterity is number one.
That fire already lit.
They got their own system inside New Era Chicago. We got the youth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we really, when it comes to like when we did that assessment that day, finding our personalities in the workshop, the reason we did that is so each one of our youth, like the earlier the better. You got to season your children with the maxims of truth.
That's facts.
We don't want one of our children in high school sitting there and you introverted, everybody going to the football game, basketball game, and you feel indifferent about yourself because you ain't engaged in sex yet. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go to the game. Like, why do I want to stay home and chill? Well, you introverted by nature.
Yeah. And ain't nothing wrong with it.
It was real interesting. That was a real. I'm looking forward to the next one, dog, because I learned a lot. You know, it was a lot of surprising information and something we just knew. Like, we knew they was gonna be okay.
Because we're with the youth every day, we knew we was kind of looking like, you're gonna fall over here introverted. No, you outgoing. There's no way you gonna fall over in this category. These are the type of things when you come out. I'm telling you, family, like you will enjoy it. But your babies, your young kings and queens, you're talking about having a support system around you with other youth where you can leave out the door for an hour and come back, and your child ain't got no extra scar on them, no extra bruises. In fact, they picked up some knowledge and was like, Mom, let me tell you something. We talked about this. This is the type of environment we have in New Era Chicago.
Yeah. And it gives them a sense of pride as well. You know, when we be out in the summertime doing our programs, you know, we might have to trick them a little bit and, buy snacks or something like that after. But, for the most part, they out there and they just as prideful as we are, you know what I'm saying? Because they understand that what we're doing is making a difference. And, we are, that's what we are charged with. That's what we're charged with. We're charged, with the way that our communities look, of debris and, you know what I'm saying? Just giving us our own self a sense of respect and, and it empowers you to make sure, it empowers you in making your neighborhood look better.
Come on now,
and being that example. So, we've been doing this 6 years strong. And, man, they've been there every step of the way.
Every step of the way, right?
Giving thanks for them, their energy. They're just, being open to learn. Some days they ain't feel like it, but they still got out there and did the work. So
they did it, right? Oh, girl. We had to slow them down sometimes.
Yeah.
They be going too far in there. Like, come on back out. We can't go all the way in there. There's bottles and everything in there, glass. And I want to say something else, too, before you read that, because I was just thinking about Brother E. Like, even if you don't have children, I promise you.
Yeah.
By the time you finish that day, you're going to have like about 12, 13 nieces and nephews. I promise you that, right?
Eric done got hit up a couple of times for icy cups.
He was like, you know what, y'all, I'm just going to go on and have a baby. Y'all make me want to go out here and have a baby.
And then you listen to their conversation. That's always mind-blowing for me, listening to their conversation and how they're able to just communicate and their own ideas of what's transpiring either that day or the day before, and just us getting around each other, period. You know what I'm saying? It's really a family. So
You know what Sharina said to me?
what you
Queen.
say?
Hey, Press, my daughter said, hey, Daddy, are women going back out on the streets is watching right now, right? She said, because one time, Sister Erica wanted to go, and Brother E was like, we appreciate you, sisters. And she said, I don't understand the lines that's being drawn and stuff like that, right?
Tell her.
And she was like, cause I know if she can't go, we that far, we 2 steps behind now, right?
Yeah, hold on.
What you got to
Bro.
say
We
about
gonna
that,
let the
Brother
brother
E?
answer.
Yeah.
And bro, you know that I love hearing that, but it's a shame because it speaks to the condition of our communities. Here it is, we got children, we got women and children that are asking, you know what I'm saying? Hey, can we come out with y'all to watch the community? Can we come out to patrol the community? You know what I'm saying? And we have to beg and shame and finesse almost and challenge brothers' manhood to get them to come out. You know what I'm saying? Like that is a very sad state of affairs. But I changed the ruling on that. You know what I'm saying? I said, all right, look, the queens can come on back out. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. I don't know. I just feel that when it comes to the protection of our communities, that is mainly the responsibility of the men. And that's not to diminish the sisters. You know what I'm saying? I was just, we just trying to get more brothers to come out and take up their rightful place as protectors. Like, you know what I'm saying? Of being the example that our young men, that our young sisters need to see in our communities. But, I changed that rule. So, hey, queens, y'all can come on out there. You know what I'm saying? It's dead of winter. We about to get right back to it as soon as I get over this, whatever the fuck this is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all welcome to come on out there.
For sure.
Well, brother, I'm going to just let you know. I'm going to let you know on air because I'm going to say something else to you when we get off of air. But, I respect your leadership, and I kicked and screamed. He says, I kicked and screamed. The first time when they said, it's going to be all the brothers. I was like, what? Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I kicked and screamed. I talk a little smack a little bit, probably text somebody about you. But overall, I respect your leadership, bro.
Sure.
And I understood the whole assignment. I understood, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
optics and how powerful it is seeing brothers out there getting that work done. The sisters we always gonna have y'all back. So, it's always love and we got you, bro.
For sure. Absolutely. But I got to give it to you too, sis, because I can tell just by the way Sharina spoke to me that she was inspired by you. I leave out the house all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. You ain't doing
She
you
see me
ain't no
leave out
shit.
the house all the time,
Yeah,
right? Like,
you
she
ain't no
say, on the
shit.
iPad. All right, then, I'll catch you when you get back, partner.
Yeah.
She heard Erica's out there. She was like, what?
Yeah. Oh, it's going down? Oh, okay.
Yeah, gotta be the example.
For sure.
It's like the sisters could do it, shoot. Come on.
Absolutely. So that's one portion, family. If that's in you, men, women, you got one day you can give. Streets is watching. That's one program. Contact any one of us. We'll definitely put you in tune. But we got major events coming up as well. Like we said, it don't stop, right?
Yep.
Talk to him, Sister E.
So for the month of January, we're doing some in-house stuff. We just kind of still building on the programs, but we're looking to feed some folks this month by the end of the month, I believe. That has to be finalized, but we're doing a pop-up clothing drive, family, on February the 12th. Location is to be announced. Then we have our nation trip to Cleveland. That is February 19th. That's typically, I think it's one day. We drive up there and drive on back just to support the Cleveland chapter. Shout out to the family. They're doing some amazing things as well. Then we have our wrap-up of Know Thyself workshop with our New Era youth. That's on the 26th. And then we're having our next open mic on March 12th. So, family, tap in. Streets is watching. It's still, Tuesdays and Thursdays, Fridays?
Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays.
Okay, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 7:30 to 10 p.m. Just tap in. The phone number is 872-212-6026. feel free to just give us a call, shoot us a message in the inbox. Whatever y'all feel compelled to do, come on out. We'll love to meet and see y'all. Donations, of course. Cash App, New Era Chicago. We have Zelle, it's newerachicago1@gmail.com. Man, we really building, and we with the clothing drive that we're trying to do. So we collecting clothes. So y'all got clothes, hit that inbox, let us know. We pull up, we grab the clothes. Man, family, it don't stop, and in the winter seasons, we typically are doing our Rakia's ride, and those are hot meals going out. That's 500 hot meals that, we distribute out to the people. Right. We cook it ourselves.
Home-cooked hot meals.
Home-cooked hot meals. And, man, we just try to, cover our areas, family, and we definitely need your help. So y'all tap in for sure.
No doubt about that, Quinn. You snapped right there. Listen, that was a lot. I want to go back a little bit, right? Because for any of these things to happen, for you to be in tune and make sure you don't miss anything, the number one thing I want you to do is make sure you follow New Era Chicago.
Facts.
Yeah.
Because when we say a date to be announced coming up, I presume we will be putting it on the New Era Chicago page as well as our individual pages. But to get everything, follow New Era Chicago. That way you'll know exactly where we are on the 12th, right?
Facebook and IG.
Absolutely, absolutely. Then what do we have? We have what else coming up after that?
So we got we doing just the New Era family. We're doing the weapons training, and then on the 12th we're doing the clothing drive. That's February 12th. We have our nation trip to our Cleveland chapter.
That's what I wanted to speak on right there. Pause for a second, right? Pause, right? Because we driving to Cleveland. That's in range right there. This is Midwest, right? A lot of us got family that are in Detroit, Ohio, Iowa. Listen, tap in with your family. Tap in with your family. Let them know that not only New Era Chicago, but New Era Nation will be in the building.
First trip of 2022.
Family, it's a beautiful thing when we connect with people that follow New Era Chicago, and we're in Cleveland or Detroit and Atlanta. They like, yo, we rock with New Era Chicago.
They always say that. They always say
let's
that.
Let's make it happen, family, all right? Because I had a few people when we went to Cleveland last time that it was just super dope. That were from Chicago. So that's what it is, family, okay?
Real powerful moment in Cleveland.
Sure. I remember we was in Atlanta. Two brothers that came out that EJ knew. Like, man, bro, I just follow you on the gram, bro. You said you was going to be here, so I popped out.
Right? That's how it be, though, man. Then when they get that, the energy just be so dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, we exchange names and stuff like that, but the vibe just be so natural. You know what I'm saying? It definitely something that has kept me coming out because I'm never disappointed. With just the love and support that we get from our people. So, it's always amazing going on.
That's one of the reasons I remain so hopeful because, like, when you think about it, I say it all the time, black folks are so dope. Like, we are so dope. And when we get together, it just feels good. You know what I mean? It ain't got to be forced. I mean, when you say the brother said we heard y'all was going, so we was like, hey, bro, what you doing? Let's go. Like, you know what I'm saying? So unity should not be a difficult concept for us because that's the purpose of all this work that we doing, like the open mic. If you got a nephew or niece, some folks that, are talented, tell them to hit the inbox as well because, the mic is definitely open. Let them know, register with us, you know what I'm saying, so we can get their music and whatever it is and set them up and give them that opportunity to use the stage as an outlet. To share their gifts, man. Like, it's just a dope time. Every event, it's work, but it's love. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's good work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's what I mean. It has its what do you call it? It has its
benefits,
rewards.
Yes. There you go. That's the good word. That's the word I was looking for. It has its rewards, and we able to kind of sit back like, man, and talk about what we can do to make it better. But I'm gonna say this humbly, we kind of good at a lot of this stuff. We make it work. Whether it's,
we dope as hell. Hold on. Let me Virgo it up a little bit. We dope as hell.
Whether it's 50 or 5, you know what I'm saying?
I know y'all can't fuck because I can't fuck with my damn self.
Right.
Can't take these people nowhere. But man, whether it's 50 or 5, family, y'all know the work get done. Goals met.
Yeah.
people fed, clothed, whatever have you. Their spirits are fed. And it's just all love from the very beginning. So, man, we appreciate everybody that's tapped in with us and supported. You know, I love being with y'all in the morning, especially. Y'all be cracking me up. But man, family, it's just been all love. So I hope to see y'all and y'all come on out and show some support and link up. Shoot.
Hey, so I'm gonna say something too, right? I
Dun,
talked about
dun,
this.
dun,
Like,
dun.
no.
Right,
I was
right.
thinking about something, right? Like I was just
Cue
thinking
the
about
music.
the energy, you know, because I, did the little radio thing before and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Put a whole lot into that. A whole lot into that. Like I then put over $200K into my career on that.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't said about 5-6 cuss words, right? I didn't put about 200. You know what I'm saying?
When you think about it, you know what I'm saying?
I'm thinking about that, right? You know what I'm saying? Right? To be in the third largest market in the nation, just to be in the room, you know, you found one or two people, you know, like my brother Norman over there at WSRB, you know, that's real. And it's like, hey, no, this is how you approach the mic. This is what you need to bring to the mic, brother AC Green. You know what I'm saying? This is how you fill your gaps. You know what I'm saying? This is how you say things. This is how you come back from commercial. You know, like a lot of those things I didn't have, right? So you get them here and there. But like overall, like the overall picture of the teams, of the energy of the station, like I've never been a part of that. Like knowing that I'm coming into work and I'm like, okay, yes, sir, we all on the same page.
Yeah.
It's really a beautiful thing, you know.
Yeah.
And I was just looking at Sister Shadice as she was speaking right now. She's smiling and we going back. We singing the song "Smile" because that's how I have to remember the name. One day, the first day, I'm like, man, I forgot Sister name. She said Shadice. I'm like, I'm in there.
Right.
You ain't, I'll never forget that ever again. That was my joint.
That's
right
how
there.
I remember
You know
things.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Psych is my joint. Y'all, listen. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to say that too. We appreciate you all for making sure that we good. We're sounding good. You take care of us every week, you know, when the show is over. You show mad love, you know, and your skill set will travel. Skill set is something that's taken from this. Everybody in the room, right? It was something that was, you know, energy. You step back in again in the room, like I know what it's supposed to feel like. So when it don't feel like that, we be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Either I got to make changes or I got to correct something here. It was definitely something learned from here, you know. And the creator is the best of planners. You know, you'll surely find yourself in life where you can solve your problems the best. You know, so we're put in the room, put together to solve problems. I believe we did that. I believe we did that.
Week after week. I'm getting ready to put Brother Eric on the spot too. Now that we week after week, because last week, bro was held up, trying to get better, and we were talking about what was our favorite topic or one of the things that, you know, was memorable for us. So I would love to know for you, of all of the things that we spoke about, what was the one for you?
I know what he gonna say.
I think I do.
You probably do. Like I can't specifically remember, but anything that was talking about power, being self-sufficient, being self-determined, no
Black
begging,
man,
no
raising
crying,
you.
no you know what I'm saying? Like anything that was in that line, that was those are my favorite topics. Like I'm extremely passionate about you know, our community and our mindset and just how, you know, just some of the stances that we take. I know a couple of weeks ago we talked about, you know, the whole thing. I think that I forget the title of the show, but it was basically about how the Black community as a whole, our default position is to begin to beg and to cry and to try to garner the sympathy of our enemies whenever there's an issue. You know, we as a community and as a people, we never prepare for conflict. Never. We never prepare for conflict. You know, the default position is to begin to beg, to show how harmless we are, to show how wrong the aggressor is, instead of saying, you know what, let me at least begin to alter my mindset where I can at least rid myself of the idea of begging and pleading. You know, even if we ain't ready, even if we're not ready to move in a particular manner, we can start we can start moving in a particular direction. You know what I'm saying?
That, bro.
We can start. We can turn it. We can turn this shit around and start moving in a particular direction. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit bothers me. That like we constantly, repeatedly, just take up a very weak, meek position in conflict. We never prepare for when our enemy is deciding that he's going to impose his will on us. Like, and that shit got to change. I'm not with the crying and begging. If we feel like they can't be beat, okay, fine. Shut the fuck up.
Then, right?
Your life matters.
Right.
Legalize being black, and I can't breathe. If we decided something else, then we need to start moving in a particular direction.
And I'm sorry. Just the fact that like we prepare for conflict with each other, like we stay ready for that. That's the thing. So my thing is,
I say,
yeah, so it's like we know how to do it. We know how to go about it. I was watching. I don't know if you guys ever saw that interview between, is it Nikki Giovanni and my boy, the poet. Come on now. I'm Not Your Negro.
Nikki Giovanni and Alec the Baldwin.
James Baldwin.
James Baldwin.
Yeah.
Let's go.
They did an interview and he was like, if I love you, I can't lie to you.
Man,
and she
I love
was
that
like,
interview.
that whole
that
interview is so dope. It's like an hour too long. But she's like, yeah, you can. Matter of fact, I prefer you lie to me. You know what I'm saying? Because you do it for Mr. Charlie down the road. You got to smile for him every day. But then you come in and inflict harm on me because I love you, because I'm the closest to you. So we have it, all the smoke, like you said, bro, for each other. But when it come to them other people, that conditioning, and I find it, it's sad. Even a lot of the so-called revolutionary people don't realize that we too have been exposed to the conditioning. Like we too have some things that we need to overcome.
That
like
we have to uproot.
Yeah, there's no way that we can be in this world and say, "Oh, I'm not affected by it. I'm just woke." Like, no, baby. We all got some stuff that we need to heal and do better with.
Look like something.
Yeah.
Let me jump back in real quick. We have a situation and a problem in our communities for to a large degree, our leaders and our heroes and heroines are picked and they're set up and they're prompted and they're given a spotlight, right? And so oftentimes I believe like a lot of the shit that they have us doing, like a lot of our leaders have had us chasing our tails for the last 40 or 50 years. You know what I'm saying? Because there's been no real progress. And so I'm sorry, excuse me. And so, even certain people, those of us that are the younger generation and whatnot, when we look up to these certain people and certain individuals, we have this idea of struggle. And it's really a fucked up idea, because in our mind, struggle is nothing but protest. That's it. That is their idea of struggling and progress for the people. The fact that you went out there and you found you went to Home Depot and made some sign with some compelling slogan or whatever. No. You know what I'm saying? That's not it. That's not it. To me, struggle is preparing our communities to deal with the issues that we face. Whether those issues be educating our children, providing jobs for ourselves, feeding, clothing ourselves, being able to stand against our enemies in situations.
Knowing who our enemies are.
Knowing who our enemies are, being able to deal with the police, being able to deal with these niggas in the street. You know what I'm saying? Like that is gonna take that's gonna take a whole different mindset. The don't shoot, my kids want to grow up, all that other shit. Those are nice, compelling,
ass.
Yeah, and I'm just not with that. What are we gonna do? What we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? And like I always say, it's not that we gonna change this shit overnight, but we can start moving in a particular direction. One more thing, I'm gonna say this and I'm done. we have to understand that the destruction of our communities, our societies, us as a people, has been a very intentional and deliberate undertaking. And the people who have been doing it are very passionate about it. You know what I'm saying? They are very intent on destroying us. And, it bothers me. It hurts me. It pisses me off that to a large degree, black folks are indifferent when it comes to us repairing this shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us is like, we very indifferent. It could go either way. And when it comes to talking about doing some work for the community, most niggas is gonna go the other way. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to get out of that mindset. Like ain't nobody gonna do shit for us. That is why we at New Era believe in doing for self.
Yeah.
Do for self, but suffer the consequences, man.
I just want to add to that, bro. I think one of the most realest things that I've heard being discussed on the shows was that we don't have a level of disrespect. We don't know when we've been disrespected. We don't know when we've been insulted, and that speaks a lot about having emotional outrages versus being strategic in a lot of the things that we do. And a lot of the times we mad at the beginning of the week topics. In the middle of the week we laughing about something else. At the end of the week we whining about something else. So it's just a continued cycle, and a lot of times people pick the easiest side where they think the less work. Yeah. They pick the side where they think change is required less. A lot of people aren't fearful, they just don't want to stop what they're doing. And they don't want to put the time in.
So that part right there. Yeah, because that's a little bit different from we don't know how to respond, right?
Yeah.
Like, for sure, because we do. We know how to respond, right? I think the problem is, and when we dealing with trauma, and I don't care what you say or what anybody says, you know what I'm saying? I mean, to some degree, I'm glad I saw it. I have to see this, but I ain't never watched Mississippi Burning twice.
Okay.
I can't do it. You just showed me what it was already. Because if I watch that again, goddammit, let's get it cracking right now, right? Yeah. And that's the mentality that I'm walking away with anyway off that first show, right? So I'm ready to get it. I think a lot of individuals are scared of what the consequences can be.
Or the change.
Right. Or the change. You mean the positive change that's coming? We scared of that?
The accountability. You know
what
I'm saying?
That's gonna have
you can't,
to be done.
The work that's the individual work, because you ain't gonna be able to get out here and do the work and you ain't worked on yourself.
For sure.
Because you're gonna constantly run into you out there.
For sure.
And that's gonna, be a conflict.
But I'm just, true, indeed, right? It be the work, but I'm gonna tell you something. Well, like that's Reacher's watching, that's our baby right there. You know, like we love that, right? And during that, hey, we out there, we moving and grooving, and we like, man, why can't we get a lot of people to come out, right? And it's because of like you say, the accountability, the consistency in that, and the fact that, my life is on the line. It ain't no game. It's for real, right? The consequences, you know what I'm saying, be guiding. A lot of people like to make, and I'm saying, family, we have to be upright, independent, and fearless.
That's it.
You have to be upright. Listen, I was looking at something today, and the reason I'm in this vein, I'll pop up, you go book face real quick, they got something sweet and sexy waiting on you, right up your personality trait, right? And I saw the Tupac. They was like, Tupac shot 2 police. Now, I'm not saying we ain't on that right now. They was like, how did he get off? I'm like, I forgot what the case was or what the scenario was, right? And then they ran it back. They was like, Pac was driving or walking, I can't remember. A black man was being harassed by 2 what we know now to be officers, but they was in plain clothes. Pac stopped. Was like, yo, y'all not about to be on that. They shot at him. He shot back. Hit one in the stomach, one in the buttocks. Went to court. How did he beat the case? Man, they had dirty guns. They had no reason for pulling them over, and Pac walked, right? What I'm saying is, I know for a fact he saved somebody's life that day, and he ain't duck a consequence.
Come on. You walk like you got 1,000 of them behind you. That's it.
You feel what I'm saying? Now, I ain't saying...
That's that mindset, bro, talking about, like, everybody niggas are comfortable. Like, Niggas are comfortable. Folks are comfortable with, their day-to-day bullshit. If you got your PS5, 6, 12, 13 in the living room, you can go
Your
get
distractions.
you can go get you some crab legs. You know what I'm saying? We didn't grow up with crab legs, so now you really think you doing something because you got access. No, I know you love your crab legs. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? You still doing the work. You know what I'm saying? She out here.
She heard her crab legs.
I'm talking about
she
these
ain't
folks.
more loyal to them crab legs than she is.
Right, and that's the thing. Like these people are like it's cowardice because my thing is you can't be no more afraid. Like I'm more afraid of my son having an altercation with a police officer as he's trying to develop and grow into becoming a young man. I'm more afraid of my daughter being approached. Like I can remember, in my teens and early 20s, fucking cop cars pulling up, hey, how you doing? You ain't checking on my well-being. You flirting. You know what I'm saying? And so you can just imagine the little girls or the young women that are getting caught up in that mess. Like I'm more afraid of that reality than, the fear that, I might lose because many hands. You know what I'm saying? If we're all together, then that's it. And a lot of these people are just cool with, they doing it. They gonna do it. And they waiting for them to do it so that as soon as everything is smooth, they can pull right up. I was on my way.
Reap the benefits.
Yeah, I was just for to come out here and call y'all. Like, no.
No, we need your hands right now. We need your hands right now, family.
Let me say this real quick.
Yes, sir.
Family, no truer words were spoken when Marcus Garvey said, when all else fails to unite the people.
It's my favorite quote.
Yeah.
When all else fails to unite the people, the conditions will. Now, this is the scary part, though. This is the thing. The conditions is going to kill a lot of us first. See, a lot of us got to be wiped. We got to be wiped out, moved out the way because it's...
Everybody ain't going to go.
Everybody is not going to go. Too many of our people are like dead leaves on a tree. We got to prune them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Because...
them bad boys.
You just the... People like us, people who are of the mindset that we trying to reach and save our people. And we trying to reach and save everybody. But at some point, there's going to have to be a separation. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be us, and then it's going to be them. And when I say us, I mean us that are of like mind, us that have a care and compassion for our communities, us that are willing to put in some work. You know what I'm saying? And then them, the motherfuckers who don't have the time, who really don't care. I call them the cowards and the traitors. And as I always say, if you're scared, we can work around your fear. It's still a place for you. You can work around your fear. It's the motherfuckers who just don't care that shit irks me. Man, off with their heads. I'm really getting to that point because it's like how can you look at what is happening in our communities and with us and you do not feel compelled to get out here and address this shit?
That's it.
I say all the time, there's so much going on in the black. Anything goes in our communities.
Yep.
Anything goes in our community. It don't matter what it is. And black men, for the most part, do not feel compelled to organize themselves to address this shit. You know what I'm saying? And that shit is shameful. And they're okay with this. Yeah. We okay with it. You know what I'm saying? Like children murdered, women raped, police do whatever the fuck they want to do. Nope, everybody is okay with that. But let somebody drop a football on the goal line or some shit, and you see the outrage. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about with traitors and whatnot. The traitors to me are people who hold other shit in higher regard than the well-being of our communities. Right. You know what I'm saying? Traitors are individuals who, when you hear that call, black man, your race needs you, and you act like we ain't talking to you.
Because my house straight.
Yeah, because I'm straight. We straight niggas.
Right now, they
that
online
hurts me.
arguing about if they should eat before the kids. That's they busy doing that right now. That's what the big argument I see.
And crying over Betty White.
More brothers, and Bob Saget. Like what? This
I'm like,
pedophile
what?
ass.
I said, didn't he go to the pizza party?
Right.
Yeah, Carrie, I'm looking at the comments.
I saw that too.
You saw that, sis? Yeah. I just want to make sure we got that in because it was on point when Brother E was speaking earlier. We is the operative word, Brother E. We means like black man and black woman, like your race needs you. I just don't see how we can get ahead any other way. We have to be intentional about being balanced and aligned with one another. We can't do it by ourselves. That piece right there, when we always saying many hands make the work light, we ain't just repeating it.
Yeah.
Just because it sounds slick or we ain't have nothing else to say in that space. We know that to be accurate, right and exact. Like many hands, like all the hands, like come on now, family. You know what I'm saying? When we work together, like we don't just run down, one person run down and grab all the apples. Let's walk down together and get them all together. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to think in that breath, right? And that's the vein. There is no other way to make this happen. Like we were saying now, like we know some may fall, but every move you make has to be for the whole. Every move that you make has to be for a whole. And there is a price to pay for not standing up and being accounted for, but there's a price to pay if you want to stand up and have your freedom. Like, it's going to be a price to pay either way.
Yeah.
Pick your poison.
Pick your poison.
That's it.
Sis, she said some powerful stuff with, the way she said we have to be intentional about being balanced and being in alignment with one another.
So what does that look like?
That's just, what I'm saying? That's just like, stop pointing the finger at each other and build. You know what I mean?
Communication is going to be key.
Communication. And we can work on the trust thing because we all been a little jacked up. But the point of it being black man, black woman, black child, we need to exist. And we're going to have to, work it together to do that. So, it's just times out for all the different blaming and shaming and all of that. You know what I mean? Just we all getting our ass kicked and the kids are suffering for it. So
yeah,
that was that accountability we were talking. I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Just that 3 minutes. That accountability. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing. Like, stop with the finger pointing. If you stand in the mirror long enough and just be honest with yourself, there's enough for you to heal in your own life that you don't really have time to be talking to nobody else about their shit. Because if each of us are focused on healing our own spaces, then we'll look up one day and find us all ready to move in the right space because I done my work. He done his work. We done all done our fucking work. And then we can come into the space and you ain't got a whole bunch of everybody trying to be the chief. You got people that realize, all this time I've been trying to run shit, but I'm really better at, assisting with the strategy. So let me fall into my lane and help over here. Or where else do you guys need me? But right now it's just too many, big eyes and little U's around here.
Too many chiefs, not enough Indians.
That's it.
I mean, do we really want to?
Well, they know what
y'all
we
know
mean.
what we
There's a lot of I can speak to that. There are a lot of people who feel that they are I've come across a lot of people who have no place in the movement if they ain't the leader.
Yeah.
They don't have, they they if they ain't at the head or whatever, and that's not what this is about, man. This is about of course, somebody has to lead, but this is about service.
Right.
We are servants
before
anything. Understand that. We ain't leaders, we servants. Go ahead, bro. What was you about to say?
No, bro. I was just, that piece right there that you're speaking on. I didn't mean to stop you at all, man. I know we only got a couple more minutes in the show, but that service piece right there, bro. Like you said, there's a lot of people like, no, we want leaders in your heart. We need you to come out with that warrior mentality, right? Don't worry about where you line up on the line, family.
Yeah,
you
and
know
real leaders can follow.
Come on now. I don't even want to follow you. You can't be my leader if you wasn't a thorough follower. Come on. I'm not going to follow you nowhere. And you don't know how to follow, but you're going to lead me? You're going to talk to me any type of way. But you ain't never followed before, right?
Exactly.
And the best way to lead is by example.
Come on.
Like, come out, come doing something. If you come doing something and people see you doing something, then they'll jump in and say, hey, what you need.
Because your action's speaking. Your action's speaking.
Yeah.
So check it out, family. Listen, oh, man. We love y'all so much, family. Like we say, it don't stop around here. We definitely want to hear from you all. by all means, if you haven't done so right now, please follow us on New Era Chicago's page.
We
on
might
Facebook.
have to go live from the page
Maybe
every once in a while and talk
right?
to the people.
Yeah. Listen, we love you all, sis. Y'all got
Thank
something
you.
to say?
Man, thank y'all for tapping in. We appreciate y'all, and we're going to see y'all out there.
That's what it is. New Era Chicago in the building. All power to the people.
All power to the people.
For money. This is transparency, my life 3D. You live every word that I utter, reporting live from the gutter. Where the mind's hard to change, but we don't give up on our brothers and sisters. Cause we all need one another. The time's getting closer. Revolution, feel it coming. I can smell it in the air. Inhale it, let it embody you. Because chances are the cops pull you over, they body you. Plus we don't trust each other, so there's just another obstacle. Why jump hurdles to make a change? It ain't optional. Olympian mindset in this booth with my binoculars. I see my vision getting clear. Justice what a prophet do. My music touch the people's soul. Black power gospel tune. So many styles, watch me kick them like they soccer moves. Falling rank and file, this is my platoon. Soldiers at attention, ain't no Willie lynching. This the program. Who they think they kidding? Reinvent the system. Total reconstruction of our mental stigma. This ain't a game, boy. Still they think I'm talking about Nintendo. That's a shame, boy. Augment reality. Better fix your brain, boy. I love my people, hope they love me black. I'm going hard and ain't no holding back. Watch me react. I put my fist up in the skies like a beacon for believers that one day we return to our greatest shit. We seek it all the glory we can obtain and keep reaching. I'm painting this picture. I hope you see it. Just what the theme is. I love being black. We turning up. I love being black. Say it loud. Man, I love being black. One more time. I love being black. Hey.